fingertips like I'm Thanos, knocking those down, no bangles. Without a Kango, tailor-made, walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca key.
With the beautiful Puget Sound just to our west, you get a look inside Lumen Field here in Seattle, Washington. Today, the curtain falls on the a sound like no other when they raise that 12th man flag here in Seattle, and we just heard it, and that means it's time for football at Lumen Field. Today, the curtain falls on the regular season, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Seattle Seahawks. Jason Sanders now to get this one started, and off we go from Seattle. From way up at the 23, and he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. Wilson going to come out throwing. They'll lock it with a grab over the middle. The game's first play produces 6 yards. Brings up second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
Back to Walker on first down. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last 2 plays. From the 34 now, here's first and 10. Walker now on first and 10. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line. The Seahawks at 11-5 on the year. They've been playing their best football of the year. Winners of 4 in a row.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
They'll roll him out right. And he whips that one incomplete there. Well, this defense for the Rams, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
There was a little bit of lightning talking with the defense coordinator about their performance last week because the feeling was that it was a good, solid performance. They did what they needed to do to get the job done and get the win, but definitely a few lapses that they're looking to correct.
That'll bring up fourth. They had the 8-yard gain on first down, but unable to do much from there.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Myers' kick is good, and the Seahawks grab a 3-0 lead. Even though they didn't find the end zone, they have to be pretty pleased with how they moved the ball on the ground because we know that that was one of their big goals in this game.
And that really goes through the entire offense because when you're running the ball effectively, just about everyone's involved. It's not just the guy carrying the football. It's everyone blocking for it, both inside and on the perimeter.
They'll begin on the ground with Akers. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3. These two teams, remember, met in Inglewood earlier in the year with the Rams coming out on top. So a win here in Seattle, tough as that may be, would give them the season sweep. The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. Play action. Bennett. Pressure comes. He's taken down by the Seahawk defense. Draymond Jones. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
We'll see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line. 12 yards needed to gain a first down. Now Bennett off the play fake. Got a man open. It's Tyler Higbee. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That's a third down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play. That is catch number 300 now for his NFL career. They'll run on first down with Akers. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. So their task a little bit more difficult now. 2nd and 13 that they're walking up on. Operating from the gun. Bennett. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion. And 3rd and 8 now. They'll be in search of 8 yards here as they hope to convert the first down. Bennett now. Off play action. He's going to float this over the middle deep. And this is caught inside the 5. And he's going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. We saw this plenty last year in college. He loved to take his shots downfield, and that throw, that was a thing to behold there.
And you'd think on third down they'd just be looking for something right beyond the sticks, and I think they caught the defense flat-footed as a result because they decided they were going to take a shot right there, and it ended up being a big play.
And that wound up traveling at even 58 yards in the air, according to Next Gen Stats. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. It's a short kick taken out beyond the 20. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And after the field goal last time, see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you met fan bases that wanted that, that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
60 yards rushing for him as he's got the afternoon off to a great start.
Usually we see runs like this as the defense breaks down later in the game, but this guy is setting the tone early, running through all types of tackles and putting the defense back on its heels.
They go play action now. Wilson. He lets it fly for Lockett. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former Husky, Marcus Peters. And the Rams are going to get the football back at their own 17. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, 14 yards. Another good carry there for the NFL's second leading rusher, and we've talked on air, off air about his MVP candidacy. Make a case for him.
But I'm just going to tell you point blank, it doesn't matter whether he's first or second or even third in the league in rushing yardage. That's not the main deal. It's how he gets those yards and the impact he has on his ball club.
On first down, they'll stay with Akers on the ground to about the 33-yard line. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. Second and 8. Off the play fake. Bennett. That's out to the flat for Akers. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. That one a first down pickup of 8.
That's a pretty play there coming out of the backfield, but as that back, you've got to be conscious of making sure you're securing the football. When you get out in open field, sometimes you get a little loose with it as you're trying to get up ahead of steam. Make sure you keep it close to your body because those defenders are trying to punch it free. He does a nice job there protecting the ball and picking up a first down.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And here's Bennett off the play fake. Looking here for Smith downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense if that fell harmlessly to the ground. Now Bennett to throw on third down. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
Yards on the punt there. And it'll be Seahawk football, 1st and 10. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And we'll see if they can bounce back from that last drive, in particular if they can bounce back at the quarterback position, Charles, after throwing their first interception of the ball game.
Yeah, and some guys, you know they're going to want to try and get a big play right away and take control back. Others, they're going to look to hit a couple shorter passes, get a little momentum back that way.
But for the defense, that goal's not changing a bit. They want another pick.
You're exactly right about that. In fact, you got to watch them a little bit because in coverage, they may cut down their gaps a little bit, maybe their splits a little bit in order to try and get to the ball even faster.
His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down. Up the middle they run. It's Walker. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. His first catch, good for 16 and a first. Straight ahead, Walker. Down to the 42, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Sticking with Walker on second down. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2. They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try for the first with Walker. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brandon, one thing about blitzes, they really confuse offensive linemen at times, and what you have to do is lock in on the guy right in front of you. If you don't, you saw the end result. Defensive tackle ended up making the play.
Let's go, let's go, let's go.
They'll run for it. It's Walker. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. The Seahawks go for it but can't convert. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. Bennett off Play action. This ball tipped, and it's going to be incomplete. Fortunate maybe to get that back. It's third down.
You got to give some credit. They're able to hop up in the air and bat that one away. And that's frustrating for an offensive lineman because the only recourse is when he goes in the air to try and get some type of a pop or a shove, hoping to bring his arms down.
Play action. Bennett. Open man is Michael Thomas. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a first and goal.
Let's go.
They'll try to run it in, going option right. And apparently not liking what was taking place, so he'll just tuck it and take the sag. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. They'll run a draw now with Akers. And they get him behind the line, so that short gain on first down quickly negated. Now Bennett going to throw on third and goal. Touchdown, Rams. Tutu Atwell. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that pushes the lead up to 11. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Taken at the 15, a short kick. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Wilson throwing the out route, and he connects with Fant. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That'll wind up a gain of 27 on the catch and run.
For many teams, the evaluation of tight ends has really changed. We used to wonder about how they would block first and foremost. Now we want to know how these guys can run, because we envision them in offenses catch the ball. How much yardage can they gain after that?
And that on display there for a good pickup. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half. 1st and 10 here. And, you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Sliding out of the pocket. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. A very solid gain of 27.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
Here's Walker. And he's across the chalk into the end zone. Touchdown, Seahawks. Ken Walker, his 12th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks get a late score here in the final minute of the first half. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that could change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. So we've come to halftime. It's the visiting Rams taking the lead to the break. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports Halftime Report, here's Jonathan Coachman. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Rams going to get the football first here, and they look to build on their lead as the second half gets started. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they'll want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Bennett now to throw on second down. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back, because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you've got a battle on your hands.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Quandre Diggs. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. That is a tough way to start the third quarter. You get the football, hoping to drive it down, put it in the end zone, and take the lead. Instead, they give them the football.
And I think the key here is for them to not get discouraged. That is not how they drew it up, not how they saw it in their mind. But there's a long way to go in this game. You know, they've just got to find a way to come back one play at a time. Yes, it's a cliche, but they can get it done. An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively, because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
That's good. Seattle Seahawks. 1st and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the gun, it's Walker. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Play action. It's Wilson. that is incomplete.
The goal is certainly to try and make a big play happen and climb back into this game, but you have to be careful. If you overdo it, you could turn it over and hurt your team.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Now it's Wilson. He's got his tight end Fant. Touchdown! Noah Fant hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season. And the Seahawks have taken the lead here this 3rd quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now 17-14. After the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So the offense back out now, coming off its first interception of the game the last time out, trying to reestablish some momentum here, Charles. But they're trailing defensively. Maybe these guys smelling the blood in the water a little bit.
Yeah, I think that they probably are. But what they need to do right now is just make sure they don't force the action too much themselves. They've got them on the run a little bit. You just want to be in a position where if they make another mistake, you're there to capitalize on it and take it away from them.
Back to throw now on 2nd and 10. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked up by Jordan Lewis. And the Seahawks are going to take possession of the football. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them.
And then touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker. He scored on the ground and through the air. And the Seahawks are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Off the play fake. Bennett. Airing it out deep for Smith. And he's got it inside the 10. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Looking to throw. Bennett. And it'll be intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. They'll run with Walker to begin the drive. And he is brought down at the 22 after a gain of 2, and it brings up 2nd down.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
And this will be a Seahawks 1st down as he gets this up past the 30 to the 32.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't give many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
Off the play fake, here's Wilson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And this is caught inside the 5. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, 50 yards. And the Seahawks get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Myers connects on the PAT. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
On first down, they'll start out with Akers. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Off play action. Bennett. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Draymond Jones able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Here comes the blitz as they look to throw. Looking long for Thomas. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception.
And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Ken Walker with his 3rd touchdown of the game, number 15 on the year. And the Seahawks are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. This ain't rap music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex rhymes. And by the way, shout out Tech 9. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb that's waiting to go off. Quite nuclear, amazing what fame could do to you. Too peculiar, although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? Try harder, but either way they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog, we aiming for brilliance. High level maintaining the building, we making a killing. Alright, my flow sinister. Music, this straight literature. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. A wise man told me that silence never betrayed him. Keep your mouth shut, cause got ultimatums. Stupid situations, the tongue often creates them. The motor mouth is usually causing mayhem. Lil' tune, flow sinister, I'ma finish him. Many men gon' need